All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the AI Crypto Combine. This is the series where we look at the top 200 crypto projects and we evaluate them like it's the NFL Combine with AI. And so what you can see here, basically how this works, is we are treating all of these projects like they're athletes, similar to like if they went to the NFL or the NBA Combine. So essentially what that is and how that works is it's like where all the athletes will go and they do a series of like events, like drills, like bench press or 40-yard dash or the jumping, like how high they can jump and all this sort of stuff. And really the scores that they get on those tests evaluate how good of an athlete they are. And so we're going to be using the same methodology, except we're going to be using it looking at the key aspects of a crypto project. And so the way that we're doing it is that it's very, very unbiased, and it's very it's very strict and sort of straightforward by having an AI expert evaluator look into the details granularly of each one of these projects and consider far more information than any one human brain could consider, and just hopefully give us a better analysis and hopefully find like good projects that if we were the coach we'd want to draft, if we were the investor we want to invest in, right? And so the reason that we're putting this together is because this is something that I wish I had when I first got into crypto 8 years ago. Basically I sold my second company right here at 22 years old, and I had no idea about crypto. I got into it and I thought I was an absolute genius. It peaked at like 630 grand, and then I proceeded to not sell anything, and I was buying all the way up to like an idiot. And the reason that happened is because the people I was looking at, the information I was getting was stuff like this. And it was like, nothing against these guys personally, like I'm sure they're great guys, but they will teach you how to lose all your money. Very emotional and just very, very just not smart, right? And so we're going to be looking at these projects in a very unbiased and a very systematic way and actually get true information on whether they're good or not. And so the way that we're going to be following or the system, the framework is going to be that laid out by Sam Altman in this talk at Y Combinator. And yeah, without further ado, let's go and look at Nexo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another review. Here we're looking at Nexo. So we are going to be moving forward with our AI evaluation process. Essentially, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the review system here, essentially we're going to be looking at the 4 key aspects that make a cryptocurrency project and really just any business successful. These are the 4 key things that you need to get right. We're going to have AI go through and grade them. So the first thing that we're going to be looking at is we're going to be looking at, does the crypto project address a significant and underexplored problem? That's really the key, and this falls under a good idea. The next thing is we're going to be looking at, okay, is that idea unique, compared to various other innovations and projects within this specific space? What is the unique selling proposition for whatever we're looking at? Third question, we're going to be looking at does the project have a functional and user-friendly product? Like, have they actually made the thing? And then also, how well do they specify exactly who their target audience is? And so all of this will constitute the use case grade. And then after that, if it's a good idea, they have a good product, we're going to be saying, well, how effectively have they actually been executing on that? Essentially, we're going to be cross-referencing all of their updates with the roadmap. And then further, we're going to say, well, okay, they have a good idea, they've been executing, but has it actually been getting adoption? Are people using it? What is the transaction volume and so on and so forth? You can sort of see here, we're literally digging into the holders, the active users, so on and so forth. So once we have all those kind of fundamentals, we then look at community, and then we then look at the team. So as I mentioned, we're looking at Nexo, the thing that we do to start out. And also, by the way, all of this will be in the description. So you can literally you can take this whole framework and you can apply it to any project that you want. It's all literally copy and paste. Took a long time. It's very, very comprehensive. So come and grab it if there's something that you want to analyze yourself. So first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to ask exactly like, what is Nexo? Like we know that it's a lending platform, but we want to just get like a quick overall summary. Like what do they do here? So we're going to grab this first prompt here, and then we're going to grab all of the information on Nexo itself. So what is the project? We'll see what we come back with. So Nexo is a cryptocurrency lending platform that aims to provide users with instant access to cash or credit by leveraging their digital assets as collateral. It allows users to retain ownership of their crypto assets while accessing liquidity for various purposes without having to sell their holdings. Pretty good use case. I've actually used Nexo in the past, so I can tell you from personal experience, this definitely solves a pretty significant issue, like maybe not necessarily challenge, but it's got a good use case in my opinion. Obviously, I might be a little bit biased because I've used them, but yeah, moving forward, let's see where exactly. Obviously, it's a lending platform. Where do they fit in the overall cryptocurrency ecosystem? Number one, it's obviously a DeFi protocol. So essentially for this, we have just, we've listed every kind of like subcategory within the crypto ecosystem, and then we're just asking ChatGPT, you can see the prompt here. We're asking ChatGPT to classify it just so we, have a good idea of exactly where it's positioned in the ecosystem, what its competitors are, so on and so forth. So let's move forward and say here, okay, does the project address a significant and underexplored problem? So again, this is using Sam Altman's framework from his Y Combinator talk. He is he's a pretty smart cookie, obviously, as far as it comes to like building good products. We're literally using it right now. Nexo addresses a significant problem of liquidity in the cryptocurrency ecosystem by providing an innovative solution for crypto holders to access credit without selling their assets. It's a good use case. This approach offers a new dimension of financial utility and flexibility, setting it apart from traditional existing solutions, bro. Like dealing with banks is literally the bane of my life. Various business and stuff, it's like they sit you down. They like put you through the ringer. It's like they treat you like you're some sort of criminal, and you have to prove to them like where your money comes from and who you like, how legit you are. And meanwhile, I it's kind of a side tangent. It's not really relevant, but I set up my business structure in Hong Kong. I go to Hong Kong, and I'm like, the dude's acting like, like he's God's gift to earth, and I'm like sitting down with him. He's like, well, why should we take you on for banking? I'm like, oh, well, I have a business and I want to be incorporated in Hong Kong because I don't want to pay tax. I didn't say that, but, blah, blah, blah. And they're acting like, they're this and that. And then meanwhile, like there's, not even allegations, there's proof that they come out and they're funding the Mexican cartel, the drug cartel. And so it's like, I need to prove where my money comes from. You're funding a fucking drug cartel, bro. So I'm not a big fan of banks, to be honest. Like, personally, I think they're fucking shit. And Nexo is like a disruption to that, so I'm on board. I like this stuff. Overall, we have Nexo's USP is the ability to provide instant liquidity to crypto holders. Yep, that's a use case. Okay, cool. Let's move forward. Let's see what do they have a functional and user-friendly product? I can tell you, very, very nice and easy to use. And yeah, you can see here, great, excellent. So what this is looking at is it's looking like it's analyzing everything from the white paper to the roadmap, everything in between, and it's basically looking for the updates and essentially also the sentiment of the community response. So you can see here it meets significant market demands. The platform is technically feasible and scalable. There's strong evidence of performance of user satisfaction. Yeah, its advantage over its competitors, particularly in terms of usability, security, and comprehensive service offerings, justify the high grade. Boom. So we'll take this, we will put it into the full answer here. So again, this will be in the description. You can come do further research, check everything out further. Okay, so who are the target audience? So let's go ahead, chuck this in here. Obviously, it's crypto holders that want to access liquidity. See how we do. Yep, seeking liquidity, financial management solutions. So it's pretty good grade. So A's across the board. Good to see. Obviously, that makes it a use case overall. And we'll make that green. All right, cool. So they have a good idea, right? It's a good idea and it's a good product. How effectively are they, coming out with updates, updating the roadmap, bettering the product, all that sort of stuff. So this is GPT 4.0, or not even 4.0. It's crazy good, honestly. Okay, so execution on their vision, marked by consistent progress on roadmap milestones, strong community engagement, transparent communications, and proactive marketing strategies. The team's agility in development and responsiveness to challenges are well documented, resulting in positive community feedback and robust user adoption. I mean, shit, man, might be time to buy some Nexo, or at least keep it on the radar. We're gonna have to check it out price-wise. Look at the technicals, but the fundamentals here are looking pretty sound. Adoption. Let's move forward and see what the adoption state. So for the adoptions, just FYI, basically what we are looking at is we're looking at total holders, we're looking at token holder growth, active users, and total transactions. So there's literally how much is the project actually being used, and we have our scoring metrics here. So it's all nice and fair. What do we do here? So adoption, market presence, right? Top. B+. All right. So Nexo demonstrates good adoption and user engagement, evidenced by steady growth in active users and transactions. All right, areas for improvement. The platform shows positive trends in user and market adoption, supported by substantial market cap and transaction volumes. Alrighty, so adoption gets a B+, so we're looking at an A and a B+. So B+. Make it yellow just to satisfy my my OCD here. So we got B+, we have A, and now let's look at the community. So assess the level of community support for a crypto project by analyzing key metrics. So basically what this prompt does is it goes and it takes all the data. We use Skynet, and also it actually even analyzes their Twitter. So it's taking, number one, it's taking engagement how much are people engaging? Are they interacting? Does it, do they post and everybody just ghosts? Or, so the engagement. And then the second thing is, what is the sentiment? So it's actually taking, it's literally looking at, is this a positive comment? Is this a negative comment? And then weighing everything up. And I'm going to need to change this. I can just already see that. Just do this again. For some reason, some memory has some memory bug in ChatGPT wants it to keep looking at a previous project. I'm not sure why. Let me just do this. So we'll just try that again. It's not Nim, bro. It's Nexo. That's better. It's weird why it does that. It's not even in the prompt, but we'll let them off, It's a pretty good product otherwise, that old ChatGPT. So we've got an A overall. Can't complain with that. Excellent. Nexo demonstrates strong community support, is evidenced by high levels of engagement on Twitter and Telegram. Project's active communication and positive sentiment among users highlights robust community involvement and support. Alright, that's cool. Just make sure they got it right. Grab this if anyone wants to come in and do further, read through all of the answers. It's here under full answer. And then finally we have the team. These guys have like a real good team, at least from when I last looked. Guys from TradFi, as I'd call it. So funny, when I first heard TradFi, I was like, what? It's like, bruh, TradFi, bruh. Traditional finance, bruh. I'm like, oh. Okay. That's what you got to do, though. You got to pigeonhole these TradFi fucking banksters. Yeah, so all these, I think they're like Estonian or something. Regardless, they get an A overall. Yeah, all these dudes use a G's in finance. Grab this, chuck it in the full answer. So yeah, make this green. So we got A, we got B plus, and we got A. I think that's an A overall, if I'm not mistaken. Finally, let's just take a little peek here at price action. Now, if somebody can explain to me why TradingView does not have historic data anymore, that would be fantastic. This is, people might think this is irrelevant, but I want to see it. And there's literally no chart that I can find that goes back further than 2021. So why would you only give me half of the price action? Very, very annoying. However, dealing with what we do. You can't be a buyer of Nexo right now. That would be a little bit silly. What do we got here? 88.6. 88.6 is looking like the support level. If you wanted to be a buyer, if you really liked Nexo, you can't buy it up here. That's you're just asking for trouble. In this sort of area, this is where I would personally need to see the price come back down to really justify sort of buying action. Still, it's just you got to remember it is up. It is up 10x, 12x, 13x almost, actually over 13x from its lows. So, you know, obviously it's more developed. It could go back down there. I'd be starting to get interested about 60 cents. Will it ever get back there? I don't know. But for me to justify putting money into the market, that's where I need to see Nexo. So that's a review, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you got some value. I have a community. Link will be in the description if you're interested in seeing various other ways that we can apply AI to get alpha in the market. Go ahead and join that. It's free. And I will see everyone in the next video.